everyone, welcome back to Tattered Stitch Embroideries. Today we're going to show you how to create this cute little lantern. We have done a few of them already and we have come across some people with questions on how to construct and how to finish the project, so today we hope to tackle those issues. So I'm going to start by running my placement stitching. Now that my placement stitching is done, I'm going to take my basting adhesive spray. Just wanted to show that to you. And I'm going to spray the surface of my stabilizer, and then we're going to lay down our fabric panel, and I'll show you that step next. Okay, so I have sprayed with my spray adhesive my stabilizer. I want to talk about the first panel of fabric that we're going to be using. This is essentially going to become our lining, and this is going to be the piece of fabric that we stitch our pattern onto as well. This, the placement stitching for my pattern is 8.5 inches in length, and it's about, I think maybe it looks like 5.5 to 6 inches wide. So I have taken my panel and I've made it wide enough to cover by about 1/2 inch, and I made it long enough to be able to fold it over and still have a little bit of excess material all the way around. So fold it over, this is about 10 inches. I gave myself extra. I'm going to place this with my fold aligned here at the top. I folded it over, now I'm going to fold it away or unfold it, and this is going to be the panel that we're going to stitch on. Okay, with my tack down stitching complete, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to embroider the main design, which is a candy cane, onto the front portion of my lantern. Okay, so our candy cane is complete. And, you know, I've heard so many people say that these designs don't really look like much of anything until the outlines are applied, and then they really pop, and I'd have to say that that's really true. They're just so pretty once the outlines go down. And so here's the candy cane, and next we're going to work on our back panel. So now we're working on the panel of fabric that is going to actually be the back of the bag. Again, I have measured it to be about 9.5 inches when it's folded over, to be about 7 inches wide. And what I want to show you is you're going to take the fold of your fabric and see this red stitching right here. You can kind of see through the fabric. You're going to line it up so that it's not overlapping but aligned straight to that red stitch mark, and then we're going to tape it down. Okay, so our back panel has been stitched down. I think I forgot to mention, for this back panel fabric, you want it to be nice sides facing out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this top panel of fabric over here that we pulled away earlier, and we're going to fold it right down over our pattern. And then we're going to run our final placement stitch. So this completes the embroidery portion of this project. Now I'm going to pull it out of the hoop, I'm going to trim away the fabric and the stabilizer, and I'm going to show you how to finish it off using the sewing machine and a little bit of Stitch Witch. So I wanted to show you that I've trimmed away my fabric. I've left a little bit at the bottom edges over here, and that's going to be important for when we go to do the box finish portion of this bag. And to create the box finish, I'm going to take my corners and I'm going to pull them like so, and then I'm going to pin them, and I'm going to do each side, I'm going to pin them, and then I will fold my seam down as well to get that in there, and it's going to create a nice square. And we're going to do each side, we're going to pin them, sew them together, and then we'll flip it right side out and use the Stitch Witch for the final seam. So I just wanted to show you again, I have pinned my corners. I pulled my corners out, I pinned on the edges. See the nice flat seam that we're getting and the nice flat surface? That's going to give me the box portion of this bag. So with our corners being pinned down, we're going to sew our seams shut. Just going to go from pin to pin. I'm going to repeat the process for the other side. Then this will be ready to flip right side out. So you'll see I've sewn up my edges right here and here, and it gave me a nice little boxed surface. And now I'm going to flip it through, and then we're going to use a little bit of Stitch Witch to finish it off with. I have my little piece of Stitch Witch right here. I'm going to lay it into my seam. I'm going to press my fabric over, and I'm going to iron it and just press. And that finishes off my bag, and you're going to notice we have a nice pretty lining piece. We have the back. Everything, all of our stitching is fully concealed. Now I can flip over my top. I can fluff out my corners a bit. And it's ready for the candle to go inside. So thanks for stopping by. We hope this tutorial gave you the answers that you're looking for, and we'll see you next time.